Gate, McIntyre running interference.
Yeah, the distraction by McIntyre. And Shane quickly onto the issue. You saw Shane McMahon already.
The WWE Universe is a world where larger-than-life superstars collide in the ring, showcasing their physical prowess and larger-than-life personalities. But behind the flashy entrances, high-flying moves, and dramatic storylines, there exists a hidden side of these athletes. Their breaking points, the fury, rage, and temper tantrums these wrestlers display when pushed to their limits become unforgettable moments etched into WWE history. From brutal assaults to shocking outbursts, some of the most intense moments in WWE have come from those who lost their cool. In this exploration, we dive into the fiery, unpredictable sides of these WWE legends and uncover how the pressure of the squared circle drove them to erupt. Ronda Rousey's Psycho Mode, breaking all boundaries. Ronda Rousey made a thunderous debut in WWE in early 2018, setting the stage for her dominance in the women's division. At WrestleMania 34, she teamed up with the legendary Kurt Angle to face Triple H and Stephanie McMahon in a match that was a spectacle from start to finish. With her athleticism and raw talent on full display, Rousey proved she was more than capable of holding her own in the ring. However, it was her first real taste of WWE's inner drama that set the stage for her explosive outburst. After winning the Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss took advantage of her Money in the Bank briefcase and taunted Rousey, mocking her for losing. The words were like fuel to Ronda's fire, and soon she had enough. The rage that had been simmering beneath the surface finally boiled over as Ronda charged the ring, her fists flying. Bliss, normally the opportunist, was blindsided by Rousey's fury. Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon. The big dog snaps. Roman Reigns is the embodiment of strength and resilience in WWE, but even the big dog has a breaking point. In 2019, the tension between Roman and Shane McMahon reached a boiling point that would change the course of their rivalry forever. For months, Shane had taunted Roman, undermined him, and provoked him at every turn. The feud reached its apex during a WWE Raw match, when Shane, along with Drew McIntyre, ambushed Roman, leaving him humiliated in front of the WWE Universe. Roman, known for his integrity, had taken Shane's insults for far too long. As he was cornered backstage, something snapped inside him. In a moment of sheer anger, Roman Reigns picked up Drew McIntyre and slammed him into a wall with the kind of force that left everyone in shock. Security and officials rushed to separate Roman from Shane, but the damage had already been done. Shane McMahon, once the arrogant, untouchable best in the world, lay battered and bruised, his confidence shattered. Drew McIntyre's Savage Mode, the battle with Karrion Kross. Drew McIntyre, the Scottish warrior, is no stranger to conflict. From being pushed to the depths of WWE's developmental territory to making his triumphant return and capturing the WWE Championship, Drew's story is one of resilience. However, when Karrion Kross arrived on the scene, things took a darker turn. Kross, with his ominous persona and haunting presence, quickly became a rival that pushed Drew to the edge. Their feud ignited during a match on Monday Night Raw, when Kross attacked Drew with ruthless precision, taunting him at every turn. But the battle didn't end there. The mind games continued backstage, with Kross continually mocking Drew's legacy and calling him a paper champion. Drew's fury was palpable, and the boiling tension finally led to a backstage confrontation that nearly exploded into a physical altercation. WWE officials had to separate them as Drew's anger bubbled over, showing that the rivalry between the two had crossed into personal territory. AJ Styles' backstage showdown with Shane McMahon, AJ Styles, is known as the Phenomenal One, an athlete who combines unparalleled skill with a calm demeanor. But even the most composed individuals have their breaking point. For AJ Styles, that point came in his heated rivalry with Shane McMahon. Despite AJ's remarkable success, he felt disrespected by Shane, who he believed was sabotaging his career and undermining his efforts. The tension between them reached a breaking point during a backstage confrontation, where the two exchanged heated words. AJ's frustration was obvious, as he accused Shane of ruining his chances at opportunities and undermining his success. Despite Shane's attempts to calm the situation, AJ's anger only intensified. The disagreement escalated into a full-blown confrontation, with AJ taking matters into his own hands. In a shocking moment, AJ ambushed Shane in the parking lot, leaving the WWE Universe in disbelief. The consequences were swift and severe. SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan stepped in, firing AJ on the spot and escorting him out of the building. AJ Styles, once the calm and calculated competitor, had shown a new, unpredictable side of himself. Brock Lesnar's Cadillac destruction. The Beast Unleashed. Brock Lesnar is known for his raw power and unmatched athleticism. From his explosive debut in WWE to his dominance in UFC, Lesnar has proven time and time again that he is a force to be reckoned with. However, in 2015, Brock's temper took center stage when he destroyed a prized possession of Seth Rollins, a brand new Cadillac CTS. The destruction wasn't just physical, it was a symbol of Lesnar's fury. Lesnar's rampage started when Seth Rollins gifted the car to his security team. The vehicle, worth a whopping $55,800, seemed like the perfect show of appreciation. However, Rollins' gesture of wealth and loyalty quickly turned into a nightmare. Brock Lesnar, in one of his most memorable outbursts, ripped the car apart with his bare hands. The fans were left in awe as Lesnar smashed windows, dented the body, and tore the car to pieces. The highlight of the destruction was when Brock ripped off the door and hurled it into the crowd. Braun Strowman's rampage, flipping a truck. Braun Strowman is a walking mountain of muscle, a man whose strength is rivaled only by his unrelenting fury. In 2018, the WWE Universe was treated to one of the most jaw-dropping displays of power in WWE history when Braun Strowman flipped an entire truck. The catalyst for this moment came when Kurt Angle, Raw's general manager, fired Strowman after he caused chaos in a match. Furious at being fired, Strowman unleashed his wrath on the WWE Backstage area, with the destruction escalating by the second. As officials and security tried to contain him, Braun's rage intensified. He stormed into the catering area, flipping tables and throwing objects around. The madness culminated when Braun Strowman made his way to the production trucks. In a display of sheer power, he flipped over an 18,000-pound semi-truck with ease. The WWE Universe watched in stunned silence, realizing they were witnessing something unprecedented. Goldberg's limo destruction, a moment of pure rage. Goldberg's intensity and power are legendary in the WWE, but in 1999 he reached a new level of fury when he destroyed a limousine belonging to the NWO. The chaos began when Goldberg, enraged by a feud with Bret Hart, saw Hart's limousine speeding away. But instead of chasing after his rival, Goldberg spotted another limousine, this one belonging to the NWO, and decided to take matters into his own hands. In a moment of peak frustration, Goldberg attacked the limo with wild abandon, using his fists and even a sledgehammer to smash the vehicle to pieces. The scene was both shocking and electrifying, with Goldberg's rage on full display. It wasn't just about the destruction, it was about sending a message. Goldberg was a man who didn't care about the cost, the risks, or the consequences. His fury knew no bounds. Seth Rollins' vicious attack on Rey Mysterio's eye. Seth Rollins has often been a polarizing figure in WWE, but his rivalry with Rey Mysterio reached a new level of cruelty. Known for his precision and calculated moves, Rollins became obsessed with dismantling Rey Mysterio's legacy. In a series of attacks that grew more violent with each passing week, Seth Rollins targeted Rey's eye, taking the rivalry to disturbing levels. Rollins, embracing his Monday Night Messiah persona, took extreme measures to break Mysterio's spirit. The culmination of their feud came when Rollins viciously attacked Mysterio, leaving him permanently injured. The act of targeting Mysterio's eye became a symbol of Rollins' descent into madness, showcasing how far he was willing to go to break his opponent. Becky Lynch's slap heard around the WWE, The Man vs. Triple H. Becky Lynch's rise to prominence in WWE was marked by fierce determination and resilience. Her transformation into The Man came after being betrayed by Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam 2018. From there, Becky became one of the most beloved and toughest characters in WWE, a symbol of strength and defiance. However, her journey wasn't without conflict, and it came to a head when she refused to follow Triple H's orders. During a heated moment on WWE SmackDown Live, Triple H insisted that Becky Lynch see a doctor to clear her for a match. Becky, furious at Triple H's interference, snapped. In a moment of pure defiance and frustration, she slapped Triple H across the face. The crowd erupted in disbelief as they witnessed one of the most shocking acts of rebellion in WWE history. Becky had firmly established herself as someone who would not be controlled, and Triple H had been her first target.